Also, all the great things that are happening here in Central Iowa. Besides the fair, there are some great things happening. And Lou is over in Altoona, over at Prairie Meadows, talking about those great events.
Yeah, I absolutely love this place. I love Prairie Meadows over in Altoona. John Hernandez with us once again. All excited because quarter horse racing season starts tomorrow. And what time do we, they don't wave the green flag. What do they do here?
Well, we'll sound the bugle call and get the horses out on the race for the first track. That'll be at 1 o'clock on Saturday. So 10 races on Saturday. Going to be a big day. All kinds of trials for future races coming up. And then our traditional opening day race is the Kia Cup.
All right, now let's remind everybody when the quarter horse racing will occur here at Prairie Meadows, because it will start tomorrow. But then the weekly schedule is what?
Yeah, okay. So this week it's Saturday and Sunday at 1. Regular schedule is Friday at 5:30, Saturday and Sunday at 1. With the exception of closing week, we go Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's in October.
There you go. But there's a lot of other things going on here, too. We have all kinds of activities for the whole family, don't we?
Yeah, stable tours on Saturday, first Saturday of the meet, family day, the next day, Sunday the 21st. So plenty of activity for the kids and for the families. We'll have face painting, princesses will be here. You name it, we'll have it here. So it'll be a fun time out here on the track apron for the families on Sunday.
Okay, and you do that in September again, too, and then back in October. So just watch your calendars. We'll keep you reminded. Just watch the show, and we'll let you know when these things are going on, too. But we were over in Winner's Circle. That's what you call that area first time.
Winner's Circle, where the horse comes after winning a race, and the jockey and the owner and the trainer gather, and they take a picture, and that's the Winner's Circle photo.
Okay, now where are we right now? Because we're down over by, closer to turn 1, if you're looking at on the front straightaway. So we're closer to turn 1.
Turn, as we call it in horse racing. This is the paddock area. So we're standing in the walking ring. Behind us, the saddling stalls, the jockey's room. So the jockeys come out of that jockey's room into the walking ring here, get final instructions from their trainers, get a leg up on the horse, so they climb up on the horse right here, do a lap, and head out onto the racetrack and warm up for the race.
Okay, now this is kind of an interesting surface, Chris. If you can look down, this is almost like they have over for the Drake relays over at the Drake track. This looks like a softer type surface, isn't it?
Yes, it's definitely low maintenance. It's a rubberized brick-looking surface. Now, good news and bad news. It's easy to maintain, but as you can see over there, it's a little harder to clean up.
No, but at the same time, you could just hose it off if you need to.
Yeah, well, there's people whose jobs are to. Yes.
Now, one of the things you want to do when you come out here, you have some fun, and the thing that's really nice about this, you don't have to go crazy, but you can have fun with a little bit of money and putting some wagers on some of the horses. And this is your wheelhouse, man. This is where you're an expert. What type of advice and what kind of bets can you make when you come out here?
Well, you can start with something as easy as a 50-cent bet in our trifectas.
No way.
In our pick fours and wagers like that, where you pick one horse in a series of 4 races, or 2 or 3 horses in one race and bet it for 50 cents. You can bet a $2 show bet, which means bet $2 on a horse that you like, and as long as the horse finishes 3rd or better
in the top 3.
Ticket. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So that's a fun way to get started. Generally, you cash more tickets than, say, if you're betting just to win, and so people like to do what they call a show parlay. Bet the 5-horse to show in the first race, and if you cash that ticket, take all that money, run it on another horse in the second race, and just try to pile it up. Okay. You could do a safety parlay by taking some of the money out, so you always have a little bit of extra there to get the next one started when you lose.
Now, there's a bunch of different strategies like you just mentioned here, and if people want some assistance with that, are there anybody around that might be able to give them some help on that?
Well, I'll be here every racing day, so
and that's part of your job, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm out here talking about each and every race, probably about 15 minutes before each race, and kind of setting the stage, telling the people what kind of race it is, who I think are the obvious horses in the race. But once I'm done with that, I mean, I don't mind anybody tapping me on the shoulder and saying, hey, what do you think about this, or what do you think is a good strategy for playing this race? Every race is different. There are horses in certain races that are obvious standouts. There are other races where you can look and see and think every one of these horses has a chance to do something here.
Okay, now I'm not a handicapper, but I'm going to just go by what you said just now, and by talking to Stormy earlier, I'm thinking this AJ horse might have a leg up, so to speak, on the competition.
Unbeaten in 2016. I talked to Stormy because AJ's High is drawn down on the inside, has the 1 post position in a field of 12, and he said, nah, that won't matter. We're good enough to overcome that obstacle, and so I think it'll be good for Stormy AJ's High tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. All right, we're going to get things wrapped up here at Prairie Meadows, and again, give you an overview of what's happening out here. But again, the quarter horse season starts tomorrow and goes all the way through October. If you're looking for some fun, you're looking for some excitement, this would be the place to be. We are live at Prairie Meadows. Why? Because we're CW Iowa Live.
There you go. Thank you so much, Lou. Lots of fun happening out there tomorrow at Prairie Meadows, and we're going to be checking in with those guys one more time, so make sure you stay tuned.